How are you?
Welcome to the Paraguay Pavilion.
Thank you so much for having us, and thank you so much for showing us around.
No, it's a pleasure.
Can you tell us how can we say welcome in Paraguay?
Well, in Spanish is
In Spanish,
bienvenido.
yeah, bienvenido. Yes, so that's it. We say
Bienvenido.
it's the same. Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Bienvenido.
Bienvenido.
So,
I would love to show you also something. We have chats here, so everyone, whoever is seeing the show, is commenting and showing love. So I've been there and really want to stay longer. Love the live, so feel like I can see more expo while I'm abroad. So everyone is going to be commenting now. I'm going to be showing you how much they're loving this pavilion in a bit.
great. Well, this is a place where we're showcasing our country to the world here at Expo. We have had more than 70,000 visitors already, and we're very excited for that number and looking forward to much more to come in the upcoming months of Expo. I would like to make our first stop here at the pavilion. This very master art piece, which is its name is Reaping the Fruit. It was made entirely here in Dubai, exactly at this pavilion, by one of the most renowned artists in Paraguay, called Ruiz, with a group of artisan women who traveled all the way from Paraguay to here to produce. The work here is 100% seeds and sun made, and reflects the women. It honors the indigenous women in Paraguay, which were collecting and reaping the fruits from the ground to feed their children. And it represents the Guarani wisdom, our indigenous native tongue in Paraguay. And it's also honoring the merge between two cultures, the Paraguayan culture and the Marathi culture. The Paraguayan culture represented by the seeds, as we are a food producer country, and the sea and the sand from the desert, which represents the UAE. And it's also a metaphor of mixing seeds and grain, seeds and sand, something that is impossible, like the UAE, a country where the possible was made possible in the desert.
Of course.
So this is a very masterpiece. We want everyone to see this because it was produced for Expo.
Let's take an up-close look so that they can understand exactly what
Sure,
we mean.
you can see here is soybean seeds,
Wow.
beans.
Wow.
It took about 20 days to make at this place. The artists and the artisans stayed here to produce it. We purchase all the products here from Dubai.
And let's see some of our wonderful people here. Abel Joseph is saying amazing. What the language of Paraguay? It's Spanish.
Spanish and Guarani.
Spanish and Guarani.
Yeah, we're a bilingual country, and Guarani are one of a native language from our country has become an official language of Paraguay in 1992.
Wonderful. Here I went here. It was really good, nice and cool, and also knowledgeable. So people loved the pavilion. Whoever visited before.
Well, currently, we have a special exhibition here during this week for the Global Goals Week, which the same is illustrating the SDGs. It was made first in Paraguay in December 2020. This is the second edition. We have here our map. We also have our map in our pavilion because, well, we want people to know where we are. We are located at the very heart of South America, surrounded by Argentina, Brazil, and Bolivia. This our country has two regions, the western region and the eastern region. The country is split by the Paraguay River, which is one of our main rivers with the Paraná River. And through these rivers, as we're landlocked, we're connected to the world. We reach the Atlantic Ocean through the Paraná River here. So rivers and water are very linked to the development and the very existence of our country. I want your audience to see our exhibition illustrating the Sustainable Development Goals. It was made between a collaboration with the SDG Commission in Paraguay and the UNDP office in Paraguay. It has 17 illustrations made by emerging young artists in Paraguay, which reflects their vision of each one of the 17 SDGs. In addition, aim to raise awareness about these global goals that we all share as humanity. We have 17 artists, 17 illustrations, one per global goal. For example, we have here the global goal first, no poverty, which is reflected by a Paraguayan young artist, Manuel Rolón. There is his Instagram account, and this is the way he's reflecting this SDG.
Beautiful.
We can have here an outlook of the 17 illustrations And each one of the SDGs, no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality. And this is a way we want to contribute to the Global Goals Thematic Week at Expo to raise awareness about these goals that we have as humanity to achieve a sustainable development. For example, we have here the SDG 5, gender equality, made by Reggie Rivas, a Paraguayan female young artist. This is the way she's reflecting the SDG number 5, and so on. Well, probably we cannot stop at
of course, they
each
need
one
to
of the
stop
illustrations.
if they can.
But we want the visitors can come the whole week. This exhibition will stay here. After that, these panels will return to its original design which has economic, social, and cultural information about Paraguay. But during this week, we removed everything to put here. For example, we have here about the SDG 8 on decent work and economic growth made by Jorge Tercarioli, an artist. People can follow them. They're
all from Paraguay.
They're all from Paraguay. They're all young emerging artists. And here, for example, we have sustainable cities and communities, an illustration by Eduardo, a Paraguayan artist. We want to welcome everyone at our pavilion during this Global Goals Week to know more about this exhibition and our vision of the global goals reflected by this artist.
Jose, let's see some of the wonderful comments we're getting. Ashvina is saying Paraguay is the hidden gem of the South America. What do you say?
Well, we're here at Expo to make it known.
Right?
We agree. Very few people know much more about us. We always say we are like a hidden gem or hidden treasure in South America, but we want to make that treasure, that gem known to the world, and we see Expo as a very important strategic platform to do so.
So we're seeing it now as a shining gem right now. It's starting to shine. Also Hemming, boy, the pavilion is epic. Bursting flames, what is the population of Paraguay?
According to our last census, we are about 7 million. This year we're going to have another census, so we will update the population. But we believe that we are between 7 to 8 million.
Wow.
Now we're here, we're showcasing some objects made of jar, made by a very known artist and artisan from Paraguay. Her name is Julia Isidres. It reflects animal shapes that she looked like what she remembered from her childhood, which is a very special technique used pre-Columbine techniques used by the indigenous people, where she recreates those techniques and her vision of these animals. We're showcasing some landscapes of our country here at this mapping section with information about our country. Benefits are playing over during the whole day. And in order for people to have an outlook, a better insight of what the country is, trying to make the gem shine.
Well, it is shining. I can see from here.
Yeah.
It's very shiny over here.
Well, and we have here another art piece made up by an artist. It was 50% made here in the UAE. The other 50% was made in Paraguay. It reflects the nativity set reflecting the Paraguayan manger, the nativity mangers. It said, it is a very special technique. It will be replaced in the following days.
Wow.
By this week, will be replaced by a new object that will reflect the water streams of Paraguay.
Wow, that's beautiful. It's stunning. I think
it was made also here.
And I just noticed that a lot of things here is 50-50 between UAE and Paraguay. Is this something you're doing because you want to strengthen the relationship? It has some symbolism behind it.
For example, some of the art pieces were designed in Paraguay and were assembled here. But for example, the art piece we saw at the beginning, it was entirely made here, even the idea.
I understand. Wow.
Then we have here another art piece. Its name is Raining Over the Coin Hill. It was made 50% here. It represents one of the hills in Paraguay that has a very geometrical shapes and was declared a World Heritage by UNESCO. Its name is the Coin Hill. Is located in our country. It has literally these kind of geometric shapes. It was painted to reflect almost the original shape, the original color of the hill. And well, as water plays a key role in our country, the artist got inspired in a rain over this hill. And well, this structure, I wanted to see it by yourself.
Yes, I would love to hear the sound as well.
Tries to recreate the sounds of rain and the sounds and the shadow of rain. If we touch it like this, it sounds like rain,
yes,
and it reflects like the shadow of the rain. So it seems like it's raining over the structure in terms of the colors and in terms of the sound.
It's beautiful.
Well,
it's an amazing idea. Who would have thought that this is gonna be this is gonna make this sound. Now I love it. And you know, especially in Dubai, we don't have always a lot of rain, so
in our country we do, Paraguay we do.
I would love to hear it. And I can see these beautiful textiles over here that are I don't know what to say. I'm speechless right now.
Well,
can you tell us a little bit about?
We have 14 looms, and at this area we are exhibiting 12 of them. They were made by artisan communities in their country, mainly by indigenous communities. This was made by the Tobacom community, an indigenous town in Paraguay.
Let's show them up close. Look at it.
Each one of them was 100% made.
Handmade 100%. By the way, also, let's go back just quickly. Nabil is saying, genius natural music of rain. Bursting Flame is saying, I will visit this pavilion soon. Also, Nabil, he said he visited this pavilion and he really loved it.
We're very glad, we're very delighted to hear that. That's the purpose of made our country known here to the world through Expo.
So let's continue. This one is gorgeous.
This is usually mainly for table dress. It's handmade. Its name is Encaje Ju. Handmade by a community of women. It takes a lot of time. Each one of these looms of these textile looms took about a month to be made. And it was an investment we made in the artisans communities of our country when the country was in a very strict lockdown. So it represented a lot of money flow to our artist community. It was made by an indigenous community in our country, the Yoreo people. This is made of natural inks they take from trees and they produce it by their ancestral techniques. Handmade also, we wanted to showcase Paraguay in all its diversity. Paraguay
we can see it, I think, from all of these beautiful.
For example, here we have the official national textile of the country, the Guarani, which evokes the spider web, and it's done with radial circles. With a lot of colors. This is a very, very unique and very traditional from our country. Its name is Nyanduti.
Nyanduti. I wish spider webs really looked like this.
It's inspired. Nyanduti Guarani means spider web.
Guys, look how beautiful the details are. Like you can see every single detail over.
It's handmade.
It's handmade entirely. Look at these small flowers over here. It's gorgeous. I think this must have been very tiring to create, but you can feel the love that is inside of this.
We have a documental here at our pavilion that reveals a testimony of what the people who were working on these looms felt and the message they want to send to the world. This is called aupo'i. It's usually made for shirts, for dresses. It's handmade. Particularly this was made in a town called Yataitu. There is a school to protect and to safeguard for future generations these kind of textiles. This is particularly special for me because it's the town where my father comes from. And we have also here a combination of belts, traditional belts made by handmade.
Our regards also to your father. Say hi to Jose's mother.
We have from another indigenous community in Ibaclet town. Also, it's very similar to the one we were seeing previously.
In the beginning.
But it's a different technique because you use different colors, but the same kind of inks, but in different colors, and very similar technique but made by another native town of our country. And this is also a very particular textile made by women's community in our country. This is usually for traditional hats in our country, but they made it in a different way to showcase it here.
You are saying you make hats and then
of this material,
and then we have a comment here.
Yeah.
He said hats off to the people who made these textiles. Just the moment you said hats, he said hats off to the people who made these textiles.
No, we're very looking forward to welcoming visitors to our pavilion. We wanted to make our country known to them. Our staff here is incredibly welcoming, kind. We have people from our country welcoming the guests here, explaining them what the pavilion is about, what our culture is about, what our economy is about, what we have what we can offer to the world. After this Global Goals Week, when the exhibition goes back to normal, we will see more information about the renewable energy, about the economy, or about agriculture and livestock in our country.
I would like to show you. We just got the Paraguay country badge. That means we all got 100 points. Whoever is watching right now and whoever tuned in got 100 points. So thank you so much for this wonderful.
It's an honor. It's an honor.
It's an honor for us as well.
And we want all people come to visit us and to see by themselves what we're showcasing, what we offer to the world through Expo.
So last thing you want to say to everybody again?
Visit Paraguay. Visit the Paraguay Pavilion. We're waiting for you.
Thank you very much, Jose, for this wonderful tour. We really appreciate it. Guys, say bye to Jose and say thank you so much for this wonderful tour. Thank you very much, Jose.
Thank you. Always welcome.
Have a good evening.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.